Welcome back to my channel, Strawberries! That one was so crazy. Okay, guys. So today, the reading we are doing, we're jumping right in, is going to be, are your friends good for you? Are your friends pushing you towards the highest love, highest light? Do they have good intentions? What is going on in the friendship area of your life? I have a lot of people that want me to focus on platonic relationships rather than romantic. So if you're one of those people, here you are. I hope you enjoy. So before we get into the reading, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer one-on-one personal sessions. They're anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I have lots of options. I also offer recorded readings where you can get pretty much a recorded YouTube video that I'll make a 30 to 40 minute video just for you, and then I will send you the link. And then I also have 10-minute video responses as well. Not the orb. Whoa, did you guys see that? Oh my god, who's here right now? Confirmation bird? Okay. So, I have lots of options for those options. If you would like to check out and see what options I offer, link down below. You'll find my website. Also, I have the option to be tipped on my website through the support button. That is how we do paid readings. I also go live every Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes sporadically, but always every Tuesdays and Thursdays to do paid readings, so it's a more affordable option for those of you that maybe can't afford my one-on-ones or my recorded readings. And I also have a membership. All right? If you want to become a Supreme Strawberry, that is where I post 1 or 2 collective videos only for that specific collective every single month. So that's also linked down below. So other than that, let's get into the piles, babe. Okay? Again, I'm going to have you guys pick a deck. Okay, scratch that. I'm not having you guys pick a deck. I'm actually having you pick an item. So pile 1 is going to be this Buddha. So guys, as you can see, this is broken. I had an incense holder and it broke. So maybe I feel like this is significant to the pile that it's broken. So I don't know, maybe that resonates for you. Okay, pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be this monkey. All right, I think it might be a gorilla. Monkey, gorilla. It looks like he has a little mustache. Maybe you resonate with the mustache. Pile 3 is going to be this Buddha. So as you notice, there's 2 Buddhas. And I just feel like that might be significant because this one's not broken. This one is full and intact. This one I think is some form of plastic. The other one is wooden. For those of you that don't like tapping, these are the piles. I actually have them with the oracle decks that I'm going to be using for each pile in case that resonates for you. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So take a deep breath and see which one resonates most. If you chose this Buddha, then this is your reading. I've already got some cards out here because I wanted to shuffle off camera so we had more time for the message. Immediately, who I'm talking to, maybe you're a Leo, a Sagittarius, a fire sign, but your energy is like meant to be seen. Okay, so you're like the sun. whoever I'm talking to, you're literally like the sun. You could be somebody that's very optimistic, very bubbly, open-minded, or you're just somebody that really holds a lot of space and a lot of energy for others. When it comes to your friends, this is something, so right now, new supportive connections is out here and it's being clarified by Sagittarius. We also have the 9th house on the bottom of the deck. So I don't know if you know anything about astrology, or if you have 9th house in your Venus, or you have a 9th house stellium, maybe you're a Sagittarius. Regardless, you are being encouraged to expand your horizons when it comes to making new friendships. The reason for this is because clarifying new supportive connections is dark thoughts, and then immune coli, I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's a card about your root chakra, and then Chiron. This pile, I feel like your friends are people that are in some way mirroring to you a comfortable energy of how you grew up. So if you are extremely bright and loving and you're maybe a generational curse breaker, you're somebody that is doing things differently than how your family usually did them, you could have gotten invalidated as a child. You could have gotten put down because you're always shining. So either people are taking your light and not giving it back, or they're trying to dim your light because there's like a jealousy or there's like envy here. With that being said, when I'm tapping into the energy of your friends, we have optimism reversed, and then we have stuck energy. So what's coming through here for this, Virgo is clarifying, no hate to Virgos, but Virgo is clarifying optimism. And the message that I got from that is you could potentially be around people that are perfecting you. Like people that kind of maybe silently judge what you do, or people that maybe see something that I get clearly as well is if you have an optimistic mindset and you see things in a positive way, the people that are around you could actually appreciate that about you and love that about you, but see it as naive. That's where like the subtle judgment energy comes through. For some of you guys, the judgment is more harsh than others. Like for some of you, you might have friends that are like quite literally judging you and it's really loud. Or for some others of you, you might have friends that are like, yeah, that's just who they are. They don't actually believe anything that you believe. They don't follow life the way that you follow life, but they're like, yeah, I love this person for who they are, but I don't really resonate with that. With that being said, because these people aren't necessarily negatively affecting your life, they're not like negatively impacting your life where it's like terrible, they're not helping you grow. They're not helping you expand. And that's why I think Sagittarius is literally expand, and then the 9th house, which is Sagittarius, is exploration. The reason why you're being asked to explore new connections is because I feel like you're used to being around people that don't have an expansive mindset. You're used to being like a big fish in a small pond. So I also feel like your energy is very comfortable being around others that don't understand you because you've always felt misunderstood. So you're like, okay, that's fine. You can misunderstand me because I know that I understand myself. So you're comfortable settling. That's how it feels. Like you're comfortable in an energy where you're not being seen. But babe, you are meant to be seen. And when you expand your knowledge and you're around other people that want to put you on this elevation, they want to be there and you want to rise together, instead of having people that are like, yeah, you just shine your light and do your thing and I'll do my thing, you're around people that are like, yes, let's expand, like let's grow, like let's do this. Your energy is so positive and optimistic that you need to be around other people that are also wanting the same expansion as you. This is like the next lesson in your soul's journey, which is why you're being guided to go towards new connections. Because then over here, we have deserving coming out, which is a consciousness card. And this is number 6, which is the card of balance. This is mirroring the other consciousness card that I pulled for your friends, which is optimism reversed. So with you being around, I just burped, throat chakra energy. With you being around people that are maybe pessimistic, people that are like low vibrational, judgmental in some way, this mirroring another consciousness card of deserving, and it's being clarified by the 4th house, which is about home and security. Your guides right now are trying to get you to expand your sense of home and expand your idea of deserving. That's why I'm saying that you're comfortable settling, is because your friends are not people that are helping you grow, but they also may not be people that are bringing you down. This feels like a collective where your friends are just in your comfort zone. Like, that's it. They're not bringing you out of your comfort zone and they're not bringing you down. They're just like there. They're just like chilling. So there's no energy here of like, cut them off, like get rid of these people. Obviously use your discernment with that. But you're also being clarified with the honoring path. So this is a card about being seen, literally being seen. And this is mirroring the stuck energy with the sun. And we have Jupiter and retrograde. So your Jupiter in your chart is literally how you can easily make money, how you can easily create abundance, and also how you're meant to be seen in this world. Like what you could be famous for, what you could be known for is going to be your Jupiter placement. So with this being retrograde, your guides actually want you, when reviewing your friendship, to kind of ask yourself, how am I perceived in my friendships? And does it match the same perception that you have of yourself? And if the answer is no, look for people that see you the same way you see yourself. Because it just feels like your friends don't know how to elevate the way that you do. You're around people that are like, your consciousness is here and your friend's consciousness is like here. So nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with these people, but there is an energy here that your guides are like, go out. Like, see what else you can attract, see what else you can expand from, because it's uncomfortable for you. And that's why it almost feels like there's a belief here that you don't believe that there are going to be people like you, because you've never been surrounded with people like you. So that's why you're comfortable settling, is because you're like, well, I always have to validate myself. I always have to pick myself up. And that's just how it is. That's just how life is. And your guides are like, no, that's not how life is. Like, actually, we want you to find people that support you the same way you support yourself. Like, this does exist. I'm going to finish this reading off with my angel oracle. Yeah, like, you are somebody, you're meant to be seen, and you've just been dimmed, and you're just so comfortable being dimmed. That's literally how it feels. You're just like, well, whatever, I'll validate myself, whatever. And your guides are like, babe, like, let us support you by going out of your comfort zone and finding people that are also going to support you. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like this collective, I do get the vibe that you do love your friends. Whoever you are, you do love your friends. I'm not getting a toxic, like, negative energy when I'm tapping into your friends, like, because it's just not expansive. So we have innocence coming out and then acceptance. So how they want you to approach this is when you're looking for new friends and when you're expanding, just see the people that you love for the level that they are. Love them for who they are. Just like, I'm so appreciative to have you in my life. This is amazing, but I want more. Some of you guys may like feel guilty for wanting more friends or for expanding on new friendships. And this is actually going to show you the real intent of your current friends, because your friends should want you to be happy. So if you go out and you find other friends that, you know, help you grow in other areas of life, and these friends are still people you can hang out with, and these friends are not okay with that, then obviously these are not people that you want in your life, because these are people that don't want you to expand. So this is another reason, is like, change in direction is on the bottom as I'm saying this. They're wanting you to expand also as a way to help you reveal any illusions about the people around you. So you're definitely somebody that the more you grow, the more other things around you might outgrow your reality, and your guides will quite literally make that obvious and like pick these people out. Some of you, maybe people don't need to be picked out, and some of you, maybe they do. Regardless, you're being called, new supportive connections with Sagittarius and joy. It's just like, you are the joy of your friend group. That's literally how it feels. Like, you might be the mother or the father of your friend group. You're the person that takes care. You're the person that makes plans. You're the person that's always showing up, always like lightening up the room, but you're used to that. Like, your guides want you to find people that light you up just as much as you light others up. That does exist. Prove to yourself that that exists by going out of your comfort zone. So this for you guys could be maybe going to a class. Bro, this is so loud. Maybe going to a new class, going to a new restaurant. Like, maybe if you're in college, switching your major, if you've been thinking about that, or signing up for a new class, like doing something new with the Sagittarius energy to put you around people that are more like-minded. And then on the energy of dark thoughts with the Chiron, and then the root energy about your friends kind of mirroring to you a comfortability that you had as a child, We have what do you desire? That's what I'm saying. Your guides are like, what do you actually want? What do you actually want? Not, I make these people feel happy. I make these people light up. This is amazing. I, towards these other people. What do you want? How do you want other people to make you feel? You're definitely somebody that gives a lot. I feel that really, really clearly. You give a lot and you don't even recognize what it would be like to be in a connection that gives back to you because it's something you've never had before, which is why your guides want you to take action on seeking new connections. So once you experience it, you'll be able to recognize, whoa, my other friendships don't feel like this. Like this feels really good, but you're not going to know that and feel that in your body until you actually experience it. So until you actually seek that experience. Cleanse and detoxify is coming on deserving. This is an orange energy as well. So you're really going to be expanding your creativity. And the more you expand your creativity and put yourself out there, the more, again, illusions may be revealed about your current friend group. The honoring path coming out with new partner. Clarify that. And a shower of abundance. The people that you're meant to meet are going to help you expand. They're going to help you make more money. They're going to help you feel more seen. They're going to you're going to notice that when you meet the right people, your life is going to drastically be more abundant. You're going to be running into more luck. You guys are going to be together and people are going to come up to you. People are going to look at you. People are going to see you. Like the energy is going to be like two suns walking into a dark room. But right now, it's like that's just your energy. So that's something that I really want you to look for when you are seeking out new connections, because you're really going through a period of self-undoing is how it feels. And the more you self-undo, the more you may realize the current friends you have just are not helping you expand. Again, I wasn't getting any toxic energy, but okay, that was pile 1. Now let me clear my spread and we'll get to pile number 2. If you chose this monkey or gorilla, then this is your reading. So this is so interesting. I'm using the Mystic Martians deck for this. And this is almost the opposite of pile 1. Your friends are coming out with Anunnaki and water reversed. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you're somebody that's emotionally intelligent. Like it's giving me Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is literally on the bottom of my deck as I'm saying that. It's giving Queen of Cups, right? So with that being said, you are somebody, it feels like you're okay with being wrong. You're okay with criticism and you're okay with a challenge. You're always willing to grow emotionally. You could have been somebody that has gone through a lot emotionally in your family or just in your life in general. So when it comes to something that challenges your perspective or challenges your idea of emotion or how you see things, you're willing to look on the other side. You're willing to open your mind. You are somebody that wants an open mind. But with Anunnaki coming through, it's giving me your friends may consistently challenge your perspective in a way that you guys are very different. The energy that I'm reading for your friends is practical and your energy is emotional. You are willing to understand the practical world and the emotional world. But your friends that are just practical are not necessarily willing to understand you. So how this connection feels is you're always learning something about yourself through the conflict that you may experience with your friends. And it's not giving me argument conflict. It's just giving me you're not somebody that's going to argue. You're somebody that's oh, I see your perspective. I see your perspective. Okay, I see that. And your friends are yeah, I'm right. But they're not always understanding your perspective or how you see things. So that's great. And I do feel like you have maybe understood a lot about yourself on a subconscious level. These people have mirrored to you inner conflicts that you now understand about yourself. But something that I'm getting strongly is that you may not actually feel safe around these people. So it's you could be somebody that you always make yourself feel safe, knowing that no matter what happens, you will validate yourself and you're willing to grow. But when it comes to these people, it doesn't feel like you feel comfortable opening up to them emotionally, or you know that if you were to talk about your emotions, they would not understand you the way you understand them. You have a very unconditional lens of life. The people that you're around have a very 3D perspective of life. So it's like, if they open up to you, you're going to be like, oh my, I understand. Like, I hear you. But if you opened up to them, they're going to be like, actually, you should do this and this and this and this, and like, get up, like, do something about it. Like, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So it just doesn't feel like your friends are an emotionally safe space for you. And again, this could really reflect your childhood in some way, or maybe a past relationship where you could have been somebody that like I've said, you've been through a lot. So you always are being challenged to learn a new perspective from your environment to keep yourself elevated. So these kind of friendships are mirroring to you what you're comfortable with in life. There is something here. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're like the King of Cups. This is you. You're like the King and Queen of Cups. Like, you're willing to understand and give to yourself emotionally, but you're also going to be somebody else's boyfriend. And what I mean by somebody else's boyfriend or girlfriend is saying, like, I'm always going to make sure that what I'm saying, you feel safe, you feel understood, and you feel validated. And you're comfortable doing that and holding that space for other people. But what you're not comfortable with is actually receiving that. So what I'm saying is, the people that you're around may not always be thinking. They just say what they say, they think what they think, and then that's who they are. They're not having empathy of saying, how is what I'm going to say going to affect this person? You know, how is what I'm going to say going to make this person feel? There's not like an empathetic perspective, which is why water is reversed. I do feel like the 8 of Cups is coming out. I want to clarify this, but it kind of feels like your guides maybe want you to just take a step back from these friends. If this is something that maybe you spend a lot of time with these people, maybe if you guys are in college, like you live together or you dorm together, but it just feels like your guides are wanting you on the bottom of the deck to soul search. Okay, so it's not like these connections are hurting you, but if you soul search into other connections or other hobbies and you spend less time with these people and you fill yourself up more, you might realize that you're really not feeling safe in these friendships emotionally. That's what it is. It's like emotional safety. And that could reflect your childhood. Maybe as a child, you never felt emotionally safe, so you always had to nurture yourself. And that is going to cause you to attract relationships that mirror that same exact dynamic. Yeah, it's just like, if for some of you guys, you might have a hard time like letting go of these connections, because these might be something that you put a lot of effort into. Because your energy is extremely confident. You are extremely confident. Coming out with the 6 of Wands, you could be popular. People could really like you. Clarify this. Your friends could make you feel confident. Not emotionally, though. See, 3 of Pentacles is coming out in the reverse position. Exactly. That's what I'm freaking saying. On top of the Sirians card. Okay, so Sirians is a card of, like, I'll show it in a second. Sirians is a card of creativity, honesty, loyalty, integrity. Like, this is very much open-hearted, loving energy. So you are a creative. Whoever I'm talking to, you're very emotionally very creative. You're probably very empathic as well. But in your friend group, with the 3 of Pentacles reverse and Lyrans, your confidence comes from your ability to protect yourself. Top feels like you are consistently saying you get strength and confidence from knowing that if somebody has a contradicting perspective, you're okay with that because you can validate yourself. So that puts you in a period of an energy of Queen of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. What I'm noticing here is in this, look at this, guys. There's a little chameleon, right? And there's also a chameleon in this card as well. So something that I'm getting is when you are in these friendships or around these people, you actually have to mold yourself to be a certain version of yourself to protect yourself, to not get invalidated. So that could cause you to keep a version of you that is this version of you, playful, fun, lighthearted, open-minded, optimistic, to yourself. This is something that exists within you, but you keep it to yourself because you know that your friends aren't going to be exactly responsive to that energy. This Pleiadians card is being clarified by Arcturians. Arcturians is an energy of manifestation, multi-dimensional perception. You see things very, very deeply. So let me clarify this, but I do feel like, I'm taking that out. I do feel like right now your guides want you to focus on manifesting through independence. This may be, I just feel like you're around these people a lot. I feel like you're really comfortable in this energy, like you're comfortable being in Queen of Swords so much that like when it comes to being this version of yourself, it's like at night, you're like this version of yourself by yourself. And then other times when you're bored, you go to your friends. But your friends don't make you feel emotionally safe, so it's keeping you in your comfort zone. Because you are coming out here with the 9 of Pentacles, and this is your advice for manifesting new connections, is I think my advice for you with these friends is, I was getting this before, spend more time alone. King of Cups coming out, that's what I'm saying. Because you're an overgiver. You are somebody that gives a lot, carries a lot. Like I said, you may validate your friends a lot. You may are always there for them if they're going through something. But when you are going through something, you go to your friends. But your friends don't give you what you actually want. It's like a false sense of support. That's how it feels. So your friends come to you and you give them King of Cups. You're like, I'm here for you. I understand you. I see you. Yes, you are loved. You go to your friends for support and they're just like a distraction from your problems because you have to be the Queen of Swords because you don't feel like you can actually surrender your emotions when you're around them. So something that could be really beneficial for you when breaking this pattern and maybe just even realizing, 6 of Pentacles reversed as I'm saying this, just realizing what an actual equal give and take reciprocation friendship looks like is when you're in a low state, try to balance going to your friends and giving to yourself. So for you saying I'm in a down energy and I usually always go to my friends or I always hang out with my friends, maybe ask yourself, what is it if my friend came to me with my issue that I'm feeling, how would I nurture them? Maybe you would validate them. Maybe you would take them out to dinner. Maybe you would distract them. Maybe you would, with you being Queen of Cups, King of Cups, you probably would validate their emotions. So for you, like write a letter to yourself and validate your emotions and do something for yourself first before going to your friends. And this is something that, again, with the 6 of Pentacles reversed on the bottom, this always gives me the energy of a distorted perception of an equal give and take relationship. So like if you've only ever experienced a dynamic where you can't like open up emotionally, you're going to be comfortable with that and you're not going to see anything wrong with it. But if you start giving to yourself what your friends aren't giving you, you might have more of a clear vision on what it is you're actually receiving from your friends in comparison to what you're giving to yourself. So there is a need here just to recognize that you may, with the moon upright coming through and the 8 of Cups, you may not be seeing your friends from a fully conscious perspective. They may be mirroring to you like a subconscious energy that you're currently comfortable with. So just my advice for this pile is just make sure that you're spending time alone and you're giving to yourself just as much as you're allowing your friends to give to you. So you can clearly see the difference between unconditional love, King of Cups, when you're this energy and when you're having to be the Queen of Swords. So that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, this might mirror to you a lot. You might find out a lot about your friendships or about your connections when you do this for yourself. Okay, let me clear my spread and then we'll get to pile number 2. If you chose this Buddha, almost grabbed the I almost grabbed this, so maybe pile 2 is coming to this pile. I don't know, we'll see. This Buddha, then this is your reading. I've got some piles out here, some cards out here, and this one is a bit heavier than the other ones. Immediately, I feel like you are somebody that has high standards for either romantic relationships or yourself. You may have high standards in your life. You maybe are somebody that you take very good care of yourself. You eat good, you go to the gym, you focus on your mentality. Like you feel like somebody that consistently nurtures all of your needs. With that being said, you probably have an immense amount, an ungodly amount of unconditional love for those around you that maybe don't do the same for themselves, but you don't feel like somebody that's going to try to control someone else. With that being said, immediately, the first card out is redemption with nightmare. And this actually feels like you could have people around you that subtly make you feel bad for being better. How do I put that? People that are around you that think you are better than them. So they try to make you feel bad about living the life that you live, or they try to make you feel bad about having a different perspective or seeing yourself as high standards. Like this energy is giving, I hate to say this, but this is like you put on an outfit, you put on 2 outfits for your friends and you say, okay, which one looks better, guys? Which one looks better? Which one should I wear? And your friend is going to pick the one that they think you look worse in so they can look better. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting in this pile. So this feels like people, especially when it comes to emotions, these may be people that put their problems above yours. You could be a Capricorn, you could have a Capricorn moon, but you feel like somebody that you always look like you have your shit together, or you quite literally could always have your shit together because you're good at carrying burdens. With that being said, you're attracted to people, or you're attracting people, or there's people that are around you that like the energy is like, well, you have a freaking good life. Everything in your life is good. So my problems are more big. My problems are bigger than yours. You're being dramatic. Like my problems are bigger. So let's focus on my problems. Like everything is about them. We even have Prey on the bottom with Creator. So this is literally about standing up to a bully, like an energy vampire. And this is a card about a mother and father energy. So if you think about this from a conscious level, you are extremely mature, whoever I'm talking to. You are somebody that probably had to grow up at a very young age. You take really good care about yourself and you have a parental-based mindset. So when I say a parental-based mindset, that mindset of maturity means that you are not only ever just thinking about yourself, you are selfless within your actions. So you're saying, okay, I want to make sure that I'm consistently full. So when I'm giving to others, I'm fully present in that. You also say that sometimes you're okay to be selfless. If somebody needs you to solve an issue, you're not going to give and expect something back. You're going to give out of a space of unconditional love. But if you look at that mature mindset and you compare it to a teenage energy, okay, a teenager, right? A teenager is going to look at the perspective of a parent and they're going to be like, have some fun, like lighten up. Come on, like can you lighten up? That's how the energy feels. It feels like you are, whether you're a teenager or not, you're somebody with a mature mindset surrounded by people that have a teenage mindset. So there's just a consistent, like, there might even be emotional turbulence when it comes to conflict. There might be an energy of your friends trying to get you to like do things that aren't necessarily good for you. Like maybe you're not somebody that parties a lot and your friends are always like, come out, like let's party, like let's do this. And you're like, I just want to sit home and like read my book. Like I don't really want to go out and party. But that's the energies, like subconsciously these people are seeing your mature mindset and they're wanting to like bring you down, because their inner teen is struggling for confidence. And the way that they're coping with their confidence is by being reckless and impulsive. And they're wanting you to like come down with them. So I just feel like this might be a pile where your friends enable you into things that aren't good for you. They maybe enable you to be reckless or impulsive. Again, they may prioritize their problems over yours. That is something that's coming through really strong because you're just diff. All right, you're just fucking different. That's literally how it's coming through. You're coming out with outsider and nobility. So this is literally a card about you just do things differently, and nobility is the card about high standards. So it's like you are just somebody that's extremely more mature than a lot of people around you. Yeah, the death is on the bottom with the world. Your guides are just really kind of asking you to like look at the perspective from like a parent or like an adult to a teenager and just recognize how would a teenager act, and maybe compare that to your friends, because I just feel like a lot of your friends are very maybe they actually are teenagers. Like I don't know. Let me keep going here though. Yeah, what the F? 10 of Cups reverse. So much of this is, again, like all of these piles are talking about how there's some type of inner child dynamic that is causing you to stay stuck in these connections. 10 of Cups reverse is the first card out, and that's being followed by the 8 of Wands reversed. Oh my gosh, guys. There's like flies around this girl. Look at that. The message that I'm getting from that is that flies are significant of energy vampires, okay? These are fireflies. Still flies, just flies that light up. So that's what I'm saying is there's people around you that you might see them as, because you have a mature mindset, you might just see them through unconditional love and being like, they're just having fun, like they're just living their best life, like that's amazing. But what you're not looking at is like how that energy is affecting you. You're looking at it from a space of unconditional love rather than from a space of energetic self-respect or energetic protection. The reason I'm bringing that up is because this card of redemption, that's just, I clarified, with these fireflies is a card about always feeling bad. Like I said, so I do feel like you're around people that maybe make you feel bad for having the mindset you have. That's being clarified by Nightmare. And this is a card about psychic protection. This is a card about energetic perspective, looking at the fact where, oh, these people are not physically hurting me. They're not physically wounding me. But the energetically, if somebody is giving to you and they have envy, they have jealousy, and whether it's subconscious, they don't have to consciously be thinking, oh, I'm so jealous of this person for that to affect you. Somebody could literally have a lack mindset towards themselves. So they are jealous of you and they don't even want to be, but they are. That energy still affects you because you are not somebody that's going to have jealousy for other people because you actually love yourself. Whether somebody is choosing to have jealousy or not, that energy is negatively impacting you. So I do feel like your guides right now are kind of asking you to, 3 of Cups reversed, this is like an energy of gossip. That's what I mean, this is like a teenage energy. Are kind of asking you to maybe take a step away and just not be so enabled by the people around you, okay? I feel like when these people are either enabling you, and if they do invite you to go out, they do, like if you go out with them, you're ending up being the mother or the father of the group. Like you're the one that's like holding everybody together, helping people, showing up for people, and you're not, and while everyone else is like, whoa, let's get fucked up. You're like, okay guys, like let's go home at 10. All right, let me make sure everybody's okay. So especially if you had to parent your parents or if you had to parent your siblings, this is the dynamic from childhood that's like repeating, and your guides are like, look at this. Look, she's looking at a fly. This is the Empress. She's looking at a fly through a magnifying glass. So when it comes to your connections, look a little deeper, okay? Look a little deeper and compared to what you actually want and what you're actually getting, or who these people actually are, and do they reflect the same mindset that you have towards yourself? Are they helping you elevate? You're somebody, Ace of Cups, like you just give from a space of love, but the people around you, I think, don't necessarily know how. This is what I'm saying. It's such a parent energy. You're like parenting your friends. The Empress, which is the mother card, being clarified by the 7 of Wands. And look, it's the devil literally like spanking a child. Like, come on, be better. Be better. Bro, you mirror to these people that they're not in a mature mindset. That's something that's really loud here. Send it out, please. 9 of Swords. They make you have anxiety about like what it is that you're doing in your life. 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the World with the Death. Woo! If you haven't already walked away from these people, I feel like it's something that you're thinking about. So you don't have to just cut them off, right? King of Swords, especially here, we have like this, he's journaling. Well, she in the card, it's masculine energy, but she's journaling. So I think it could be a really good idea for you to, this is also a building that can be turned upside down. There are so many messages here about seeing things differently. You're so unconditionally loving that you may like diminish how you actually want to feel or what's actually happening because you're like, well, it's fine. They're just being themselves. They're just being themselves. Your guides are like, yes, they are just being themselves, but how is that affecting you? You're so used to just like carrying the weight of the world on your back that these people around you are taking from your energy, and you're like, that's fine. They can take my energy, that's fine. I'm fine with that. And your guides are like, no, that's like, there's so much space that you could have for better connections and more people to come into your life if you actually took space away from these people and unconditionally loved them from afar. That's literally how it's coming through. Love these people from afar. Queen of Pentacles coming out with the Ten of Swords. This is literally a cycle of you closing out of being a freaking mother. Seven of Swords on the bottom with the Six of Cups. This is literally self-sabotage coming from your childhood. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm talking to somebody that had to grow up extremely fast. You had to nurture your parents. You had to nurture your siblings. So now you attract friends and you have people that need your help, that need your maturity, that need your guidance. They're not helping you, but you're always a rock that they can go to. But you are the rock that you go to. Like if a relationship is a boat and there's two people on the boat, you're the boat. You are the boat. And you shouldn't have to be the boat in a relationship. You should also be able to stand on the top. Okay, I'm just feeling so passionate about this. So take some time for yourself. Take some time away. Journal. Just see this from a different perspective, okay? And just make sure you're, whatever reflection you come upon, you're taking action from that space. Okay, I freaking love you guys so much. I really hope that this helped. This was a really fun reading to do. Please let me know down below other readings that you guys would want me to do. I love new, like weird kind of topic readings. You know, like this is something that I think we maybe don't see very often. It's like a platonic reading. So whether it's love or not, please leave down below what you'd like to see from me. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I upload and you also don't miss my lives. And like the video, comment. And other than that, I will see you guys in my next upload.